Hello and welcome to your U.S. history class. U.S. history classes are typically given to juniors, and this is a class that works towards your graduation. Just a little bit about me. I am your teacher. My name is Mrs. Dunlop. You can reach me at 257-0578, extension 6533. I'm in the building, which is 6166 across the parking lot. Odyssey has really grown, and so there are classrooms where the 8th graders go now. That's my building. I'm also the testing coordinator, so you guys will be meeting me specifically for that, as well as your U.S. history class, because you do still need to pass all 4 exams to graduate in the state of Nevada. I myself graduated from Bonanza High School. I got my bachelor's degree from Westmont College in Santa Barbara, and my master's degree from UNLV. I do have 2 children, an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old. My son just went off to college in Indiana, and my daughter goes to Northwest. What to do first in this class? Well, you guys can see right there from the picture that you should go through and check in to make sure that you've attended the orientation. It's a very quick check-in. The answer's true. There you go. I've given it away. Then, of course, read the syllabus and the course expectations so that you know what is expected of you. And then take a short course expectation quiz, just to make sure that you understand what is required of you in this class, what percent you need to pass and earn credit, and just those types of questions. Then, to do your work, this picture is just a typical picture of what you need to do during a week or during a section of your class. This is looking at lesson 1, which is still being completed. But you can see there's a basic explanation of the lesson at the top. Then you can go into the lesson itself, which is what you need to do first. When you open up that link right there that says Lesson 1 Background Information, click here first, you'll find a PowerPoint presentation there with all of the necessary information. You will find yet another link for your book. You will also find the course objectives. You'll find sometimes additional readings as well as additional videos that you're capable of watching to make sure that you understand the coursework. After you do this particular, you can then, after you've watched the video, if you have any more information that you still feel that you're not quite getting, please cross-reference with the book. The chapters will be loaded right below the lessons, and you just wait a second and you can open them up. Of course, you can also find that information in the book while you're on campus. There are books within the classrooms. Now, occasionally there will be additional reading lessons. This is a lesson. You're allowed to complete this one twice. You do have on the Jamestown lesson, there are 6 questions, very easy questions, just making sure that you understand the content of that particular reading lesson. Okay, so it's additional to the book. Just make sure that you go through and answer those questions on that particular assignment. And then finally, we would get to something that looks a little bit more like a quiz. And it would have questions, maybe fill in the blank, multiple choice, maybe a couple of essays for readings that will also be located in there. Sometimes I actually put video clips in there, and you are capable of printing those out. So if you would like to work on a hard copy, you would right-click print once you open it up. It will print out while you're on campus, and then you can work from the hard copy. But please make sure that if you choose the answer, say it's in the position of A, when you go back into the lesson, it will shuffle it. So make sure that you've paid attention to what the correct answer is, not just the position of the answer. You do have 2 chances to complete these particular reviews, so make sure that you get your best 2 chances out there. You do have a wonderful opportunity in this class to earn a very good grade and to make sure that your transcript grades are very good for your U.S. history class. U.S. history, your textbook is online, and again, I mentioned before that it is also in the classroom. You could download each chapter and you can look up the information, as well as going into that first link where it says lesson, because I do painstakingly go through your chapter to present you with lessons or present you with video. Especially if you have reading difficulties, you can use those PowerPoint presentations as well. Your grade in this class, You do need a 60% for credit. I don't like you to cram because obviously there's no learning that takes place during cramming. Extra time is not to exceed the January or June. So if you're somebody that says, I require extra time, you have the entire semester to complete all of your assignments, but we do give you due dates to keep you on pace. If you're still confused, feel free to email me any questions that you do have. My email is mdunlop@odysseyk12.org. You can, of course, find that in the in your courses link. And on another note, your testing this year will be November 4th through the 8th and March 3rd through the 7th. And your writing proficiencies as juniors are only given on the Wednesdays of those weeks, so please make sure that you are prepared to take those tests on that Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great year in U.S. history. If you're coming in January to this class, this information still applies. We'll just be starting at a different point in U.S. history.